We're going live right now, and it says
So
we're live right now. So anyway,
yeah, I don't know. I mean,
well, hi folks, we're live. Will, do me a favor, start tweeting it out there. Just
let
say,
me see. Hold up.
hey, we're live. It's been a while, right? Right, Will? Has
Yeah,
it? It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
yes, it has. It's
Oh,
been,
let me.
I was on, but I was on the last week with. I think it was last week with George and.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, I think it was.
But you weren't on.
No, no, I haven't been on, and sort of. How come I can't find you? Wait a minute, I got too many L's. There you are. I got to snag a. How am I going to snag a link for my channel without? See, I figure every YouTuber does this. They go live and all of a sudden they'll start pushing out their own links. You know what I mean? So why as well do this anyway? Why do it the right way, right? Your channel. Let's see. Is it showing up? Ah, there we are. Now, can I? It says 3 watching. I wonder who's watching.
I don't even see the thing. Right? You said put it out there. Did you share it on Twitter? I don't see it.
I'm working on it right now. Well, oh. Uh, and I got to go to the Discord room. And who's in here? Anybody here? Anybody in there? No, nobody's in the chat room. Oh, Brian is. Oh, wow! Holy smokes! Brian is in there. Hey, how you doing, sir?
Brian, look who I went and found. Right, Brian? I dug this.
Hey, Brian, I'm going to ask you a big favor, just real quick. Go to the Discord room, Jerome's Discord room, and put it out there if you don't mind, please. We're gonna have some discussion. We were already getting into it, weren't we, Will?
Yeah. Now, see, you're gonna get me going. I think I'm gonna go on with them tomorrow too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think I might pop in.
All right. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Hopefully, nobody can rain on my parade. Maybe I can jump in. So, hold on. On YouTube. And all right, Brian's doing it too. Thank you. We'll double whammy. Pre Friday night tech talk. That's good. That's good, Will. I like that. Anyway, I'm going to say anyway a lot here. It's been a while since I've been here. There's been a lot of things going on, a lot of personal things. I'm healthy. I'm alive, as you can see. Will's healthy and alive, right?
Yeah.
You going to work again tonight?
No, not tonight.
No.
Tonight, I just did some review, and after I get done with you, I just fired up the PlayStation. I haven't played this thing in months, so I'm gonna play that for a little bit, review some more tomorrow. Review,
You took a few days off from work, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, all congested trying to get over that.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be a fun couple of years.
Well, yeah, you got you're going to have you had 2 weeks off there.
Yeah.
Just not worrying about
not
work
even
or
complete.
Flipping to school. You're still doing school, right?
Yeah.
So. No, I know you were telling me you are you under a year? Did you say for school?
I'm under a year now. Yeah. I got about like 8 months, give or take 8 months. Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, I haven't been on from various things from work.
You on that, Mike? You had 1,000. You monetized yet?
Oh yeah, I'm yeah. Let me see. Where am I at?
I think I'm rolling in the cash there.
Are you? It's saying yeah.
Super chats all over the place.
Yeah.
Super chats everywhere.
So So in the last few months, I don't know when. Let's see. Let me go to my channel. When was my last video? Let's see. When was my last video I did? 2 months ago, I did a live stream. I guess it must have been a snow down. Oh yeah, probably. I think I might. We had one snowstorm that I could. I stayed home. They gave us the day off, and I think that's when I did. I just did talking. I knew I did an unboxing, a live unboxing of my Nord N10. But ever since then, there's been something in me that it's been bothering me, and it's been bothering me for a while. And I want to thank you, by the way, Tech Free Needs. Thank you for stopping in. And Brian, again, thank you for getting the word out. Tech Free Needs, if you care to, just I don't know, pass the word that we're out there. We're live right now. Anyway, like I was saying, there's been some things been bothering me. Some things have been going on in the tech community, in the phone tech community, and Will and I were just talking about it. It was like almost like I didn't turn on the button, so I figured I will try and pick up the conversation from there. I'm going to just preface this now. I'm not here to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm not here to I'm not here for name calling. I'm not here to start a fight. I'm here to voice my opinion. I don't know. I can't afford to do this. I can't afford to keep on getting all these phones to try out. And the time. I just don't have. Thank you there. Thank you, sir, for tweeting it out. I don't have the time. Will is a perfect example. I'm going to use you as a perfect example because Will pared down to just having an iPhone since you started college, right? I mean, your
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
I mean,
it was it's everything. It's like the money, it's the pain. Man.
Oh yeah.
I always tell you though, to me, Android is like it never ends. Like with Android, it never ends. And I don't know. For me, I like technology, so I always want to try everything.
Yeah.
Like a money pit.
It is. It can be. And I find myself in different times since been doing this. I heard rave reviews of certain people saying to me, Mike, why don't you do your car vlogs again? And again, time. For that one was time. I went to the car, I shot the video, I ran home, edited it, and put it out. And I don't have the time. I don't have the time to do that.
That's the thing, though. Even since you were doing the car vlog, like to me, that I don't know. I guess you have to edit it, but to me, it's like why bother? Like unless you want to do this like professional and you want to make money.
Mm-hmm. The car vlog wouldn't last. I mean, I'll still be at 800 some subs. So
you know what I mean? No, but I mean, unless you're making money on it, to me, I don't get why spend so much time.
Mm-hmm.
Just put it out. Like if you just want to put your thoughts out, put your thoughts out. You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah. I guess I don't.
So you're saying I should have shot the video?
Shoot the video, put it out. Whatever people you get your thoughts out. They get your opinion. You're not trying to make a movie. You're not getting monetized. It's not like. To me, it's not worth it.
But now for me,
yeah, let's go back to your OnePlus because that's the video to me where you really killed it. That OnePlus, I think it was the red. What was it? OnePlus.
The Red 6, yeah.
So you went out of your way. I'm sure that took hours and hours and hours. Mm-hmm. And I don't know.
Days, more like days.
Yeah. So look, I don't know what your view count was. Let's say you spent 5-6 hours. You didn't get paid for it. So why bother?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That video, that wasn't even. I'm sure it wasn't your highest viewed video because I think your highest viewed video was the laptop review, or the watch, or the LG G watch something. Remember, you did a laptop review when you first started, and I remember that killed it. and you did a watch, an LG Urbane or something.
Urbane, yeah, I did that. I did a few things with
one had
that.
a lot of views, but they probably took less time to do than that OnePlus video, and the OnePlus video didn't even take off. Not like those did.
I'm trying to find it. Let's see.
I know that laptop review really took off. I remember that.
Yeah, well, that one. Did you see what the work I went into making that?
I know it took you time because I remember the opening. You did like you had like
the stop action.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
So I know it took time, but I don't think that one was like the OnePlus video.
370 views for the OnePlus video.
See what I mean?
If I'm seeing this right.
What's the laptop video?
Laptop? Hold on. I gotta go way back.
Remember, you gotta look at lifetime views because that laptop video took off. That was crazy. You had comments from everywhere, people who wanted to buy the laptop, and you had a whole bunch of stuff about that one. I remember that.
But the thing when we were talking about earlier is how it's become such an SEO / algorithm kind of you got to say the right words. You got to put the right title in,
and you got to views to get views. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to put research in or something, or you're not going to take off.
Right. I'm trying to find it.
And that's the thing, like you were saying, if you don't have time, then you're not gonna. I want to real quickly say here that I'm not here to whine. I'm not here to complain. I'm here just to state some things that have been bugging me for a little bit. Brian saying here, I see Brian here. Oh, that's right. I can do this. Brian said it. Looked like you built your portfolio. That's how I got outside jobs from YouTube. Okay, Brian, getting back real quick. Brian says do it for fun. But I try to do. I try to have that mentality, Brian. I really did. I try to have that mentality. I'm just doing it for fun. And then it was like, there were certain events has happened that got in the way. I couldn't have fun because I had to take care of family or I had to take care of something else that was going on. So, wow. Here, this is. Yeah, I told you the laptop, 21,000.
Really?
I told you.
You found it that fast because I can't find. I'm trying to find it. Thank you.
I told you the laptop took off. I knew that one really blew up.
Yeah, I worked at that took a while. Right up here before it became the studio. I'm up there. I'm up here shooting it. Thank God it was during the winter, so up here was real nice. Hey, Alpha, how you doing? Glad you can make it. So anyway, how we started talking about it, and then I said, we're dropping gold here. Well, we're dropping gold. So we were saying, the thing is, like I said, is I see certain YouTube people are coming out, and there's one particular YouTuber. I'm not going to try and say his name. Nothing against him. I have nothing. I'm all for him. He is a great guy. I could bet he's really. I'm not going to try and say his hustling. Who's got the speaker on?
No, that was me.
Okay. But what I was saying to Will was in the first 11 hours he has 642 views, and it's this the Fold 2 versus an iPhone 12 Pro Max, and his comments. So he has 642 views in 11 hours. Now, as a tech reviewer, and also somebody to try and show people who might go, well, how do you do this? A guy like Paul Tech, great guy. His last video he did a month ago, he made a video of a Samsung A71, how to disable edge panels. And it only got 417 views. in a minute, a 1 minute and 24-second video. So this other video that I'm talking about, he's got 642, and
He's got a wave, man. He's killing it.
mm-hmm.
He's killing it.
But he's figured out the SEO. He's
It's
figured out the algorithm.
It's like you were
figured out
saying.
the topics. Right.
You gotta know what to type in the
But when I started this channel, I wanted to show people, that you don't need to do the carrier thing. You don't need, you can get the most out of your phone as my banter, my mom. You know what I mean? And I'm just as guilty. I'm just as guilty. When I get a new phone, when I do get a new phone, it's the rush. It's like, ooh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, and it's like, why do I want to waste time showing people how to do something on their phone?
Yeah, but
let's talk about let's talk about those things that people, and then my quirky mindset is, if they say, well, this blue color is got this problem, let's say the paint's coming off, and I would try and get, I don't know, the silver color and say, it ain't coming off. Well, what's your problem? You know what I mean? Or whatever it was, whatever the case may be. So I just, I don't know. I follow Twitter, and I see the things that go on, and to Juan Bagnell's point, we have lost the general public to turn to. Now, I'm about to say is this, I know for example, my wife, hold on, I'm babbling here. I'm not watching what people are saying. My wife will turn, she has certain people she follows because she, hair, nails, dogs. Okay. And she will turn to a YouTube video or Pinterest to see about hairstyles and how it's done. And then, and her being a hairstylist for 30 years, she would go, oh, well, that's different. And this is what I'm talking about. She's gaining, she's out of the business. She's retired. So she's seeing how the business is changing. So, but she's still, it's within her needs. And then nobody's coming on there and bashing a product or saying that, this person's hair looks like, crap or stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this? My wife turns to YouTube to go get ideas on maybe getting a hairstyle or something like that. And here, Will, your friends.
Yeah.
Do they turn to YouTube? Do they turn to YouTube? Who do they go to? The IT person in the family.
I don't know anybody who goes to YouTube to me anyway. I don't know anybody who goes to YouTube for like.
I applaud.
I don't know anybody who goes to YouTube for like purchase decisions and stuff like that. I don't like. Just like I always tell you, Mike, when they announced that LG died, and everybody had an article about why LG died.
Right.
YouTube, like LG died because they died. You know what I mean? Like you can't blame that on YouTube because
you can't blame that on the tech community.
Yeah,
not the whole thing. Not the whole thing. We all can agree. I think a lot of us.
Yeah, but you can't. I don't even think you can blame. Mike, listen. I don't think you can blame.
LG did some things wrong.
I don't think you can blame none of it on. I know everybody was like pointing to MKBHD or whoever made a video saying that the hand ID wasn't good or whatever. You can't blame none of that on the tech community because when you go into the store, it's you and the phone. So when you're dealing with the phone at the carrier store or whatever, or when you see the phone on TV, you got to like what you see before you even decide to type in and search about the phone. LG didn't market their phone. It's LG's problem. That's their problem.
Wait a minute. Okay. But have you seen, let's just talk about Apple and Samsung. Take a look at their commercials. Do they show anything you could do with the phone that's unique or different? Samsung, I just told when I was talking to you yesterday.
No.
Samsung, all they show is this girl riding in the truck, taking a picture, and taking this picture of this, and oh, look at my and they talk about battery life is great, and that's it. They don't do nothing like that.
Yeah, because Samsung and Apple, they already have, like, what's it called, the mind share, whatever you want to call it. People already have them in their brain. If you think about a phone, those are the first two companies you're going to think of is Samsung or Apple. People, you know what I mean? They look forward to them already. Like a company like LG, before, when they had that, and when they started losing it, they innovated. Like people always say, innovate. Nobody innovates. Apple doesn't innovate. People always say Apple doesn't come out and push things first or whatever. So the other day I posted on Twitter and Ted answered me like on Telegram. I think he was going to try to find me one. I was like, does anybody have a Xiaomi, whatever it is? That foldable phone is like $3,000 for sale. And I was just joking, but the point is nobody was in my inbox like, yeah, I got one for sale, because people aren't really buying it. Like, you might ask for innovation or whatever, but when the companies do innovate, how many people do you know who have a Galaxy?
You got a good, interesting point, because how many people have you seen on the street with a Fold 2? How many people has a Fold 2?
That's what I'm saying. Nobody's
I got zero.
So why would, let's say, Apple, for example, why would they jump off a cliff and be like, yeah, we're going to make a folding phone? Because if Apple makes a folding phone, it's going to be priced ridiculous. You know what I mean? And for what? Like, they might as well wait and let all the Android companies come out and spend all the resources and the time developing it, and fail or whatever, not sell a lot, have issues like Samsung did with the same.
Let me just say this. If Apple came out with a folding phone like you're saying, do you think a guy like Phone Tech at Work was going to get one? Do you think a guy like
you mean for free?
No.
Oh, do I think he's just going to buy it?
What tech reviewer is going to buy one of those things? Because it's going to be a cost of a small mortgage.
It depends. It depends on what kind of relationships they have with whoever they have. Because I don't know. Like, they have
I'm talking. Let's just talk about the people like you, me, or I pick Tech for Your Needs, or Rob Pouncey.
I'm not buying one.
I know I can't.
But
if I want to leave the lights on in house,
To me, I don't see the appeal of a folding phone at all. Anyway. I don't care who makes it.
I understand that. You never liked the folding phones.
It's not, listen, no, Mike. It's not that I don't like it, but to me, it's fixing something that didn't really need a problem. Like, all right, you have your phone. Let's say you unfold your phone, right? To look at the map or whatever. You're not going to walk around with your phone like that all day. Like, how many times a day are you going to open your phone and be like, I need it to be this big and have to hold it with two hands? You know what I mean? Like, for the price of that, you might as well go buy a tablet.
Yeah, okay, but let's talk about the YouTuber who's going to go out and do that video on it and do all the things. They're going to get. Who's going to do it? I know I can't. I know Tech for Your Needs can't do it. I saw Alpha in here. I know he couldn't. I mean, please, if you can afford an Apple folding phone, that puppy's going to be
better than me.
Yeah.
Even if I
north of $2,500.
Listen, okay? Mike, I liked. Well, I can't say I loved it because I didn't try it, but I liked the idea of the Duo. When the phone came out, I had it. I was buying it, and I'm glad I didn't buy it because of how buggy it was. But I like the idea of it, but it wasn't priced crazy. But like the Fold is what, $2,000? Well, it was $2,000.
Right.
Apple comes out with one, it's probably going to be $2,000, probably more.
More than $2,000.
And I don't see the point in it. Like,
right.
The demo or whatever that Microsoft was showing initially, I was like, that looks good, until I saw it in actual use, and I was like, nah, it has too many issues. It didn't have a camera on the front,
Hmm.
But
But getting back to doing this, to doing this. Holy shit! I just now saw it. Holy shit! 21,000 views on that laptop. I really did it. I mean, I wasn't doubting you there, but I like, holy smokes! Wow. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Um, but yeah, but it's a guy like what I was trying to do, and a guy like Paul Tech, who's tried to do what he did. He pivoted his channel away from buying those budget phones like he was notorious for, and if you look at his latest batch of videos, it's a bunch of how tos, and I think Lady Red is starting to do a few of those, which is great. And it's
but Mike, that was the thing. That was the focus of your channel.
Yeah.
I don't think that's. I don't know. To me,
I'm looking. Look. Like for example,
you have to really be on top of it. Like you got to pump out videos like every day.
Yeah, I can't. I can't do it.
Yeah.
And that's where you get the ones that go, oh, you're not grinding enough, and that grinds me. That I just want to reach through and go live my life for about a week. Okay, but work 60 hours a week. Okay, take care. I have a wife. I have grandkids. I have my mother dealing with sometimes I've had issues. Because my mother was sick last year.
Listen, That's why I tell you, why bother spending so much time editing and all that? If you know that this job is not going to replace your full-time job currently or whatever, just put the video out. Who cares?
But that goes back to then I have to buy the merchandise and I don't have the money for it.
No, listen. But I'm saying if you wanted to do how-tos, just put the videos out. Just do the top-down view, put the video out. Who cares if it doesn't look good or whatever? Who cares? You don't need all those camera cuts and all. Just put the video out because you already know you're not going to be able to compete with a channel if somebody is.
I'm not compete. I'm not here to compete.
No. I mean, you're not going to get. You're not gonna be the channel that has the newest phones. You know what I mean? But that's not your priority. So do it the way you know what I mean. Like that would cost. I can't even imagine. I can't do it. You already know how I am. I don't even like having two phones.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
Should I share why? Should we share why we got two phones?
I can't. No, I'm saying I don't even like using two. I can't imagine having 7, 8, 9 phones just laying in the drawer. I can't.
Oh, thanks, Brian. I like that. Brian's comment here. Just
do it like flaws. Yeah, but he buys all the phones.
Yeah, I know. But on the other hand,
it's
also how the phones are today. How we just your people, you're going to hear me refer to last night. Will and I finally got together. Can we call it post? Will, can we call it post COVID now? We finally got together for.
Don't say COVID because I don't know if they're supposed to say COVID on YouTube.
I'm not. There goes my monetization, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. You're not gonna get your super chat.
Yeah, I got somebody here. Whoa, I got actually somebody asking me something here. Any updates on your second gen Moto watch? I actually, funny you mentioned, about a month ago I fired it up and there was an update, and my bad, I didn't. I just put it on there just to play with it, and I saw the update and I never really went back. Moostream. Pardon me if I'm butchering that name. How would you pronounce that there, Will?
Mooster? I don't know.
Mooster? Okay, well, listen, I'll follow me on Twitter.
I don't know if Mike's been using this what's it called? Moto 360 watch?
My Moto 360. No, I kind of I like it. I'm going to actually wear it. I got a wedding to go to. It's a little bit more dressier watch. I'm going to wear that, and might change the band that came with it. So I did play around with it a little bit. I have to say I'm talk about here. This is the Samsung Active 2, and this is, as much as I first loved the Moto watch, and I still like it. The battery life on this is become crazy. I get two plus days. You know, Will, that was 2 days last night on this watch, and then when I put it on the charger this morning, it was at 45%.
Nice.
Yeah. So what was I saying? Anyway, and going back to, let me see if I can get this. Let's see this one. You gotta bear with me, folks. I'm trying to remember how to do this. Share screen. Chrome tab.
Wow, it's been a long time, Mike.
What's that?
You haven't done this in a long time.
There we go. I don't know. Is that showing up? There. Okay, yeah, it is showing up. This comment here, this tweet from Erica Griffin. Okay. Who else gets a bit twitchy when you see family members and friends holding onto an old iPhone that are cracked, broken, needed a new battery, which you probably replace for them a few times, but they don't update it even if they dearly needs replacing. Is it just me? That comment there also spoke a lot to me, because that is the other thing that's going on outside this little world that we are in, this world of phone tech, and people commenting on stuff. And I'm going to segue to about comments. Like, I posted a picture once on Twitter. But when you get somebody outside this little world, they don't want to hear about buying a phone unlocked. They don't want to hear about, okay, you're going to get this iPhone and try widgets, let's just say. They see I had people see the way my iPhone is, and they say, how'd you do that? And they got an iPhone. They got a reasonably current iPhone. They didn't even know that this stuff existed. And you get a perfect example. She says you got cracked ones, you got ones that batteries can't hold a charge, and they're afraid of updating. So, and then they don't even try to. You know how many people I tried to convert? Or I call it conversion. You know what I mean? To an unlocked phone, go to another carrier. What do you think, Will? Am I nuts? Am I just wasting my time?
I don't know. It's like, all right. So people, like, you see how she said, do you get upset when people are like using an older phone or whatever and it's all broke up? Because most people don't care about, it's the same thing. Like, everybody says Apple should have already had 120 hertz or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. Most people don't care. Like, for the tech community, that's a big thing, but it's only because OnePlus has it or Samsung has it or whoever has it. It doesn't affect the everyday use of your phone. Like, your phone is still going to make phone calls. You're still. Oh no!
Wait a minute! Just real quick. You said it doesn't affect the phone. It does affect the phone. Of course, according to some YouTubers, just kick it back down to 60 to give you some more battery life. Right? Did you hear those comments like that?
Well,
did you? Am I hearing that wrong?
You can.
Am I hearing that wrong?
You can get more battery, but what I'm saying is, the average person, you can go ask your wife. She doesn't know if her phone is 60 hertz or 120 hertz.
She just discovered. Well, she knew about it.
Because you told her.
She just discovered how she was actually trying. She's got a Note 10 Plus. For who out there who don't know, she actually was trying to use the Note app, like take her pen out and write a note. And she goes, I couldn't figure out how to erase it. And I showed her tonight, and and maybe about the third time she's pulled out her pen to try and write a note and try to take a note on that. I was almost in tears, like, oh honey, finally you pulled out the pen and used the pen what you can use it for. You know what I mean? And you're to your point though, Will. Yeah, she could. Long as she can play her casino games, man, she's happy. Okay.
Because it's not like, it sounds like when I say it, it sounds like I'm defending Apple, but I'm not. But you got to think why. Okay, let's say when Apple finally puts 120 hertz, hopefully they don't raise the price, right? But let's say they raise the price.
Stop.
No,
Stop
listen.
They're going to raise the price.
If they raise the price of the phone, let's say $100, people are going to say they shouldn't raise the price. The phone is too expensive. Blah 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 blah. But this is to get whatever feature that people are asking for. Like, and then once you get the 120 hertz, they're going to say, okay, Apple has 120 hertz, but Samsung has this. Apple's not competing with Android. Android is competing against, well, now there's only, like we were saying, on Android, you're running out of options here. They're competing with, Samsung is competing with OnePlus and Google, and that's it. Like, Apple doesn't have to say, oh, we have to keep up with what Samsung is doing or what LG is doing, because you can't get iOS anywhere else. To me, it's tiring hearing people say, oh, Android had this 2 years ago. But 2 years ago, Android had a terrible messaging platform. Like, it took them forever. They still can't get that right. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I know.
To me, you can't compare the two. You can't say Samsung has this and Apple doesn't have this, because they're not the same. Like, you can't get iMessage on an Android phone, and most Android people will say, yeah, you can use a third-party app, which is fine. But when they're the green bubble amongst their family, they feel some kind of way, like, oh, my family didn't put me in the group message because I'm a green bubble, and it's not because you're a green bubble or whatever. Like, that drives me crazy. People act like the reason that, let's say me and you were texting and we text Pat into the thing, I wouldn't be upset because Pat doesn't have an iPhone. It's because you lose functionality. You know what I mean? You're losing a part of to me, that's the issue. It's not about being a green bubble. Like, they act like you got to be immature to not want to have a conversation with somebody using iMessage. Like, you have to take the conversation somewhere else, because if you're sending a video, you can't do it.
Yeah, I know.
You can't.
I know.
If you're sending a document, you can't. It's not about being a green bubble or a blue bubble or whatever. It's the functionality that you're losing.
Mm-hmm.
But you shouldn't. I don't know. To me, you can't even compare them. Like, I know everybody's waiting because this year they're supposed to have 120 hertz, and I already know when Apple comes out with it, their keynote is going to be extravagant, and they're going to make it sound like their 120 hertz is the most amazing thing in the world, which that's what they're supposed to do.
Right? I know.
People are going to be like, we had that 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter because it wasn't on an iPhone. So the people who buy iPhone, for them, it's new. Just let them have that. Let it be new for them.
As we talked about before, I think there's been a lot of damage done in the early days, and the iPhone or Apple's reaping from it. You know, as I told you last night, there was somebody at work told me that they had I don't know, in the early 2013, 2012, they had an Android phone. And they said they didn't like it. It would do all kind of goofy things, and they got an iPhone, and they've been with it ever since. And they just can't say, I can't go back. They just can't go back. So
because like I was telling you yesterday, iMessage came out in 2011. Apple hasn't really done much with it, but how do you come out? They came out with a phone in 2007. It was just on AT&T. Couple years later, they come out with a messaging platform. Google, Android, whatever, should have fixed messaging. That's like, the fact that they couldn't get their messaging thing together. It's not Apple's fault. And to me, for people to they it's like they're aggravated because because Apple users hang on to that as something that they find that's better than on Android.
Mhm.
Because it is like me and you were saying. There's people that I know who are using RCS, but they don't know they're using RCS. They don't
even know. Right.
Like
They
if
don't
you
even know.
could turn it off, you could turn it off, and they wouldn't know the difference. I might know the difference because if I try to send them something,
Your friend, your friend did notice though. You said that she said,
oh yeah,
about she get send receipts.
She was like, turn your read receipts on.
Mm-hmm.
She noticed, but the majority of people don't even know that they're using it because Google didn't market it. There's no, and it's still messed up. Like if you buy a Samsung phone, you might not have Android messages as your default. And how many people are going to go in the Play Store and look for a messaging app when the one that they have on their phone works?
Right.
It's. I'll be buying a purple iPhone. That's what's up. A lot of people were mad about that too. I don't understand. I'm telling you, I'm always the Apple defender, but I don't understand the hate that Apple got. Like their event, they got so much hate for that event. It's a purple phone. Like they released
why people getting upset over a purple phone?
Because Apple released a phone. They're like, that's not a big deal. They just changed the color. But I don't know. I don't get it, man. I really don't. I don't get it. I don't know.
Well, getting back to what I was driving at is with that comment Erica had, and what you were talking about. The 100, like the perfect example, 120 hertz. There'll be an ad for it. They'll show it in an ad, but they won't make it a primary feature. It's just the new iPhone coming out. You see what I'm saying? And nobody's going to go and look at go back and look at a YouTube video. See, I'm trying to say here is my whole beef with the tech community and making YouTube videos is that it's only a certain cluster of people that follow us in this little realm that we're in, and we don't. I was floored when that one guy came in and asked me about my Moto watch. I'm like, where did that come from? You know what I mean? So whoa, we have the man I was just talking. Why were your ears burning? I was talking about you. It was all good. Trust me. Right, Will.
So you see what Juan said that the carriers prevented it, and me and Mike were talking about that. I don't know if Google was able to just flick the switch or do whatever they did to turn on RCS now. Why didn't they do it before? Like, to me, like Mike was saying, it was
the U.S. carriers. I'm telling you, U.S. carriers had them on their thumb. They had them like this. Okay, this is the carriers, and this is Google. Okay, I know Google is a bajillion-dollar company, but somehow they throw their weight around. And what quickly comes to mind is with that whole debacle with the Sony phone that had a fingerprint sensor, and they didn't want to be in the carriers. And then basically they cut a deal with them, I guess not to get sued or whatever the case may be. They couldn't have the fingerprint sensor work here in America.
I thought that was something with, was it Moto? I don't remember. Yeah, that was like a funny.
That was a carrier issue. All right. The carriers have too much goddamn control on what us U.S. Americans here in the United States.
Americans. You said lady.
Yeah. What us U.S. consumers can go and get, and
yeah, but
why?
Listen, Mike, I don't remember when Android started, but when I got my first Android phone, I think it was like officially Android. I think I had a Pantech Duo, and then I got I think an HTC, whatever it was. When I traded my iPhone, got an HTC. The messaging was terrible. Like, how can you let it be that bad for that?
And to your point, let's fast forward now. How about all these phones that come out now, Android, talking about Android, that come out now,
yeah, but hold on,
they have the software.
Hold on. So I see what Juan is saying. They can't greenlight a SMS. So how were they able to do it now? I know it was a long time later, but they basically they did it right. They just turned it on. Like when they got tired of waiting because they thought they were going to get cooperation and it didn't happen. They just did whatever they did and got RCS started. It's like Mike said, they kind of gave, how's it go? The first impression. They gave people a bad first impression of Android messaging, and then people went to iPhone. Because on a whole, an Android phone can do a lot more, but the basic thing that people were using their phone for at the time might have been messaging or whatever, and you had a bad experience with it.
Yeah, the experience what's soured a lot of people that are.
Listen, that's just like the memes that were going around forever. If I send you a video from Android, it looks terrible.
Mm-hmm. But does anybody shown anybody how to send a high quality video from an Android phone to a iPhone? Has anybody in the tech community made a video that way? No.
I don't know, but
all they want to do is look at it, feel it, touch it, and smell it. Okay, and that's it.
You should make a video. But
I should make a video.
Listen, so Google.
Did we just say I had no time?
Listen, we already know Google has 18 different ways to send a message on an Android phone. Has Google ever showed somebody how to do it? Google doesn't.
I think we need a new YouTuber out there to start showing people how to do this stuff. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. There was a guy. I just talked about Paul Tech that only gets.
Yeah, you know what? Carriers, they shut down that thing they were doing. I don't know. I just don't see how Google or whoever allowed messaging to be that terrible on Android for so long. I don't understand it. Because that was Apple.
Wait a minute, huh?
That was Apple.
The carrier said we want to put this bloaty crap on the phone. And what perfect example? I got a friend. You know what? You got me curious now. All she wants to use is Verizon messaging.
T-Mobile just made a ton of noise canceling their provider services and using Google down to television.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, yeah, T-Mobile did do. Yeah,
and that was huge. That was a huge deal.
It's about time. And they canceled that app that was supposed to come out like 3 years ago with all the carriers coming together to make one app. Like it took that long. Like that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. I know. So
it's really terrible.
So now, what else? What was I going to say? There was two things I was going to say about getting back to a comment that I mentioned where I said I got to circle back. So I snapped a picture with my Pixel 4, and I said, "Man, look at that! That's a really great picture." It was a selfie, and look at that bokeh. I made the comment about the bokeh or the blur, and a certain person came snap back going, "Oh man, look at that! It's right around your glasses," because I normally wear glasses. Right? And it's all what I'm talking about,
Mike. When it comes to glasses, it does not look right.
But the point is, the photo was great, and then somebody's got to pick it apart. What happened? You know what I mean?
Posted it. You posted it
on Twitter.
That's why.
So why bother? Why bother? You're saying to me, some of the guys, they just make it because of fun. Look! I made a video. Wait a minute. Let me just say this. I made a video about returning my LG V20. Don't hate me, Juan, please. A long time ago. You know how much hate comments I got? Do you know?
Video about what? About what?
When the LG V20 first came out.
Oh yeah, I remember that film.
And I returned it. Do you know the comments? People were telling me my phone was blowing up, because I had the app on the phone. It was just like, But ultimately, Google can't control it.
Because they only make one phone with Android. They can't leverage a carrier like Apple can with.
Yeah, that's true. Samsung should have did something then. I don't know.
You need Samsung and every other manufacturer joining to leverage the carriers. Yeah, definitely. I just wanted to just let you.
Now wait. Now wait, he
Okay,
said
he's cutting me off. One. Yeah,
no,
go ahead.
no. I'm just wondering because so why doesn't Google make Android messages like a requirement?
Just
Same
like how
thing,
Apple makes
like
an
you know,
iPhone,
listen,
the
I see how
iMessage.
like I know I just seen an update. Samsung, some of the Samsung phones, I don't know which specific ones. The Android messages app, I guess, got like a redesign where it looks like it fits the
Mhm.
One UI
Mhm.
aesthetic.
Yeah, I
So
saw
why
that.
don't they make that a requirement? Like, why is OnePlus even allowed to ship their phone with their messaging app? If at least if Google made Android messages you have to put that on your phone if you're running Android, so that RCS could be, you know what I mean? Everybody would have RCS because
I'm seeing more and more, except for
there's no
Samsung. I'm
like Nick,
seeing
I was telling you, there's no reason that the other lady at my job that she shouldn't have RCS if she has an Android phone. You know what I mean?
what does she have? A Samsung phone?
I think she has an LG. She should
Really?
she should have RCS because Google should say, all right, so we can push RCS. Android messages has to be in every Android phone. That has to be your stock. You know what I mean? You can change it later, but to start, that has to be your app. Because I don't think most people change that app anyway. They don't go
It
out
should
of
be. It should be. You and I talked about some of the things that Google winds up giving away, and there's some things they should do, like mandatory.
Hold on, tech for your needs. But if Google made it a mandatory from the beginning, it would have been a different story. One messaging app. Don't let companies pick their own. Because if you
Don't let them pick their own, and that's where the carriers also came in because they were forcing.
So he said you'll get a lawsuit with the browser.
What?
He's saying you'll get a lawsuit like Microsoft did with the browser. But I think Microsoft got a lawsuit with like Internet Explorer or something back in the day. But I don't know. I guess that's how it works. I don't know. I mean, to me, that's just I don't get it because they can force you to have to use whatever else they want when you use Android. To me, that should be a part of the agreement. Like, not that it's forced. They could let you change it, but that should be the default. I don't know.
Google just recently sued the EU. Google just recently sued the EU.
Was just recently sued in the EU because of Google services. Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. That's right. So,
to me, that handicaps the thing though, because you would have to go tell everybody, oh, change your messaging app. Like, I don't know. It's the same thing like when you remember, Mike. I don't remember what app it was years ago, like Hangouts or whatever. You got to like try to get people to use it.
Right. And it's hard to get people to use it.
Google to possibly kill it later. Go switch to Inbox, and then Google kills it.
Oh yeah, we know that. We know the story on that one. We know the story on what Google does with some of their and some of the stuff that they really like a lot. Does this work?
It's like handicapping Android to me.
It is. It kind of goes to the fact that Android needs to a little bit of what Apple does. Wouldn't you think? We
talked about that before, and I think in one way it's good, but in one way it would be bad because people would say they're getting too locked down if they start to try to force stuff, or like he said, they'll get sued. Where you would see the benefit of it, somebody else might say, or I would see the benefit, somebody else might say that's a negative.
So how come? Can you do SMS texting? Or can you do SMS texting on an iPhone like pick another messaging app?
No, no.
Well,
the iPhone you can't switch your messaging app.
You can't change it to your default. You're saying
no, but that's why iMessage took off because you don't have a choice. You didn't have a choice. Like if you bought an iPhone in 2012 and iMessage was out, and you started texting and somebody else had an iPhone. Unless you turned off iMessage, which you would have had to go and search and turn it off, you had to use that. You know what I mean? You didn't have a choice. You can't switch it.
Juan made another quick comment here. It does hamstring, but Apple can keep a monopoly on the platform because they can claim Android is the competition.
Yeah, because but like the thing, Mike, when we were talking about the lawsuit or whatever, when everybody was like so surprised, like how can you be surprised? Like Mike, it's like I always tell you, where I was telling you before, Google, and I guess they don't care about selling phones or whatever. They allow everybody else to use their stuff, like because they want the data or whatever they're trying to do. It's like, how can you make a $700 Pixel a compelling purchase next to a Samsung when the Google stuff that you might like on that phone, you can still get it on your Samsung? Like Google Photos, like they put the features from Google Photos, you can get them on an iPhone now. Like,
oh yeah.
It's like you go out of your way. Like I know, you know me, I buy all the Pixels. You buy the Pixel and you're like, all right, I have this. And then next week it's on every other Android phone. So I might as well go buy a Samsung and get everything. That's why I use the iPhone, because if I can still get my Google services plus iMessage, why not?
Hey, tell me, remember you were showing me about that program that you needed some kind of something for school, and now you're back on the iPhone on your primary line.
Oh yeah, because you couldn't share the program. Yeah.
So that worked. That worked for you. You managed to get share that.
You can't share it from Android. The Android
but
share from it.
Right, but the iPhone's working.
You can share from I don't know why, but on the iPhone, you have an option to share from it.
Yeah.
On Android,
so you think they built that around that? Do you think they built the app around people using the iPhone more? I
don't know why they did that. I was really surprised when I noticed that I couldn't, because usually on Android you can share from everything. You won't be able to see it. And I didn't show you. I don't know why I didn't show you yesterday, but look. Let me show you how it looks. You won't remember, but you see on here, let me see. I don't even know if you can see it. On here, it has like an option up there with the arrow.
Yeah. That's the share button.
On Android, there's no option. I don't know why.
No, I know that, and that's. I was just curious.
And now that was like my thing when I switched to Android. I was shocked because you can share from everywhere, like from Facebook. I guess the whoever made the app, they didn't want to put sharing from Android. I don't know. You can't share from it. It's kind of handicaps it. It makes it a pain, because if I want to share something from there, I got to go and find the actual document. So if I didn't make it with Google Docs, I have to go to my computer to get it. You know what I mean?
So let's segue over to another part of our conversation we had last night about what else is left out there. You know, the LG is gone. When is somebody coming off the street and they want to go and look at a phone, at a carrier, and with us being tech nerds too a little bit, we know that there's only two phones in America, here in the United States, should I say, that has the 888 chipset, right? Well, there's no other phone.
It's Samsung
and OnePlus.
Right?
It's interesting. It kind of like
but does it really even matter though? Like, I don't know.
The chipset.
Yeah,
the 888. Yeah, I know. You don't see any difference. To me, you don't see. You just had a Pixel 5. Yeah. And I gave you my Pixel 3. Now look at the difference. Look at the difference between the two. Were any difference in performance?
No, not for what I do. No, but not for what I do. No, but the Pixel, to me, the Pixel 5, and I've never used a phone with a 888 in it, but the Pixel 5, I would take the trade-off with the processor to get that battery life any day. Because to me, the battery great on that phone.
So you just
like,
for people,
whatever performance boost or whatever you get, to me, it isn't worth the trade off because I don't game on my phone. So I would rather my phone last longer than to die that fast.
Oh, you've always had battery anxiety. You've always, since I've known
it's
you.
not even anxiety, but like
You do. You always want the biggest battery you can get in a phone.
No. It's not even anxiety.
This is coming from a guy that had a Max, okay?
It's the phone. The phone doesn't make it through a day that I would use it on. Like when I went to Disney, I think I had the Pixel 2.
Mm-hmm. No.
Make it.
No, you had the XL.
It wasn't the first Pixel. It was like it had to be the 2. It was either the 2 or the 3. I think it was the 2. I went somewhere else with the Pixel 3. Like I would have to just about turn the phone off to hope that I could make it to get pictures. Like it was terrible. That was in the 5. Actually, I think that would survive the day. So I would rather that than have to worry about my phone dying.
Now, have you had the folks who out there? I gave him my Pixel 3 so he can get the Pixel experience and save himself some money because he returned the Pixel 5. And we both agree that you're going to get the same experience in either phone, right? Well.
Oh yeah, it's the same. Yeah,
it's the same. So
but you get a better front camera on the 3.
So
wide angle. Uh-oh. I don't know what happened to Mike. Mike, did the storm go past your house already? Yo. Oh man. Looks like Mike is having some difficulty. we got flawless victory, right, Brian? We got a storm coming. I don't know if the storm went to Mike's house already or what. Now I gotta find his phone number. He's got like 15 phone numbers on my phone. Let me see if I can get him. Oh God. Yo.
Who?
Did the storm come to your house?
I guess. I don't know.
And you got
I lost it all.
What the heck? What happened?
Oh no, it cut me clean off.
So can you get back in? What do you need me to do?
No.
Hold on. Go on your phone. Want me to send you the link?
Yeah, go ahead. Try that. It completely killed me.
Hold on. Let me see if I can find the link.
The link? Hold on.
You emailed it to me, right?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Let me see if this works. Oh, wow.
Yo, what happened to your service? Yo?
Okay, wait a minute.
I'm
there you
sorry.
go. No, I got it. I'm back.
What happened? Comcast beat Verizon today?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess. I'll blame the wife. She probably turned on her laptop and her phone and then changed the channel on the TV. There you go. That was weird, man. It just gone. So what happened? Mike froze. Sub-Zero wins. I got to see that movie too. I got to see that movie.
I started and kept falling asleep.
Did you? Ted's here. Hey, Jay's here.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks. Thank you for all stopping in. So what were we saying before
Before you got disconnected.
We were talking about the chipset, and I was just curious. You've had the phone for, well, I can't say 24 hours because it needed time to charge.
I'm barely even, me, man. I told you it's hard for me with two things, but like the service, right? Visible, and what's this one you gave me?
US Mobile. It's on the Verizon. It's on Verizon.
What I gotta use this one. So maybe tomorrow when I'm home, call me on this number a couple times.
Okay. Oh, you're home. Okay. Yeah.
When I'm home during the day, I'll see how it is. because yeah, I'm telling you, the way Visible was dropping calls, I was ready to go.
I'm really surprised. Now you got me thinking. Now I'll be honest with you. My daughter-in-law, I gave her, Ted. Yes, Ted. That's what we were talking about earlier. The Pixel 3 will give him the same experience, but he did say you get the wider angle camera, right?
Yeah, you get a better camera. Yeah, Google went backwards with that. They like took away the wide angle selfie camera, which was like a selling point at first.
So anyway, my daughter-in-law is complaining about different problems on her service, and okay, me.
Was she have Visible?
Me. Yeah, she has the Visible line I had.
See,
and I gave it to her.
I should do like you said and message them, but they're just going to be like, turn your phone off, do the,
Mm-hmm. Can you get a bad SIM?
I've had this SIM forever. Only thing is with Visible, you got to remember, if I switch my SIM, I think they have to turn your service off.
Really?
Yeah.
They can't activate it?
Unless I did eSIM. And I don't know how they would even, Visible. It would be ridiculous trying to get them to understand what I'm doing through messaging and hoping that they don't screw it up. I end up with
Yeah. Just let's try this out. I'll definitely reach out to you tomorrow throughout the day.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to hang up with this one.
Give your mom. Remember, you were having trouble with your mom's line. Give her a call.
Well, she's got T-Mobile. Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You always are dropping calls with her. Brian says don't do eSIM. Why is that? I mean, why? I mean, I can get Will's point, but
I've been stuck on his iPhone.
But yeah, you can see. I don't know how it is on Visible, but I know when I had Verizon, I think, and I was on eSIM, you were just able to just cancel it because it's saved on your phone. You could just delete it. That's how it is on the Pixel anyway. On theirs too, you can delete it. Like if you go eSIM with 5.
I hope Google will put out a Pixel.
Nah, they're not doing that. Google, I don't know what Google's doing this year. I don't know. You know me, Mike, every time in October. You already know. I don't know. I always root for Google like an idiot.
Hey, I got a love-hate for Verizon. Okay, we all have our moments. Okay.
Yeah, but listen, Google lets me down every time. The 5 was the only one they didn't let me down with. The 5 was good. I liked that one, but I don't know. They always find a way. I should just stop and.
Well, you got the.
I should just give in and go to Samsung, but I hate Samsung icons, and I don't feel like doing all that launcher stuff.
You always complain about it. You never. You always say I got to go and put Nova launcher or something else.
Yeah, because I like the look of the Pixel, and then I told you like certain stuff with Samsung I don't like. I don't know. I just like I like Google's dialer, their interface, and all that. Not even so much the call screen because I don't really use it.
No, you don't. You use it all the time.
Because they just hang up. Like, so what's the point? I might as well just hit ignore.
What? You just when
you send somebody the call screen or whatever, they hang up.
But they hang up, then they're a telemarketer. They want to sell you They want to sell you a car warranty.
That's the number one, car warranty.
Yeah.
On the iPhone, it'll pop up and be like scam likely. Scam likely.
Yeah, I know. Do you get the messages that way too? The Android messages telling you got a scam. It was a scam message.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen one for the.
Yeah, I get them all the time. So
yeah, like Samsung, like see what Brian said. Samsung has ads on their first-party apps. That's what I was telling you, Mike. Like I'll be in like the dialer searching for a restaurant or something, and it'll be like have ads in there. Like I hate it. It drives me crazy.
And then to people's point is why you're paying for a premium phone that you got ads on it. You know what I mean? If you want a feature phone, you're going to get those ads.
But then I don't know. I keep
Or an
seeing
Amazon phone. Remember Amazon?
everybody says their iPhone has ads on it, but I swear I've never seen ads on my iPhone. I don't know how you get. I don't know how you get them.
Where you see ads?
If you go on Twitter, when people start complaining about like Samsung has ads, somebody will always be like, "Yeah, my iPhone has an ad," and they'll show you like it looks like an ad. It'll be like free Google Music or whatever.
Where
Apple
are you
Music,
seeing this again?
I've never had it on my iPhone.
I never have either.
I don't know. I don't know how they get them. I've never. I don't know.
I haven't.
Ads on their lock screen.
Ads on our lock
Is there a way to automate numbers to go to call screen? Is there no way? Oh, you can. Samsung. The students. What? You can. You can do something, right, Mike? There's like an option to send unknown calls directly to call screen without ringing or something like that. There is an option.
Yeah, I must have it on because it does it to me all the time. The only calls that get through are local numbers or my friends and family.
I'm actually surprised that I forget what I was gonna say, but I don't know. I don't know what Google's coming with this year, but you know me, Mike. I'll be watching to see to see what it is.
Well, in May, it'll be in a few weeks, right?
No, not that. I don't want the A.
You're going to get the A.
Nah, I'll wait for the 6 or whatever. As long as it doesn't fold, I don't want no folding phone. That's just not. I don't see the point in it, man. I really don't.
You really don't. You really don't. And to each your own.
The only way I like it is the other way. Is like what is it called? The Galaxy Flip. I like that way. I don't like my phone folding out to be that big.
Oh, then we got to get you a Moto phone then. The Moto Edge.
No, I would rather.
No, not the Edge. The Razor. Get you the Razor.
No, the Flip is better. The Z Flip or whatever.
The Z Flip, yeah. A lot of people seem to like that phone. So
that's a cool fact. When you used to have to, when you hang up, you could just slam it closed.
Mm-hmm.
You know me. I'm hoping Google comes with a decent watch. Oh, you know what? Somebody asked about the OnePlus watch. We were talking about that yesterday.
Yeah. I was shocked. I didn't keep up on it, so
I think they wasted their time. Because why make a watch that it's not really a smartwatch? Like I don't know. What was the point? The battery life is great, but you can't, it doesn't have Google Assistant. It doesn't, to me, it didn't.
I can't believe it doesn't have all that.
Mm-mm.
I mean, not even like a little way to put an app on it. You know what I mean?
It doesn't run Android Wear. That's why.
I thought they said it was like a half-baked version of it.
It's OnePlus's own thing. They did their own thing.
Now I hope they support it. I'm about to answer. Rez.
No, Ted. It's not about the specs, but like I don't know. I don't know. I can't do Moto. I used to like Moto with what was it, Mike? The Moto X. That was my favorite. Oh, I loved
the
that.
Moto. Yeah, but I gotta admit,
you came out with the new one, and it was so big. It just threw me off.
I showed him this, and he was captivated for a moment. You were weren't you?
Oh yeah, but it's just too big. It's huge though.
Okay. You like the one. You the one-handedness. Huh? Yeah. You like the one-handedness. You like to be able.
Yeah, I want to be able to. I don't want to have to use two. I guess that's why I don't like foldables. Like I don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be reaching all far to get to the top of the screen. And
that iPhone you just had there, you can reach to the top of the screen.
Yeah. To get to the top. A little bit bigger. I got to do a little bit of movement, but yeah. I mean, this is probably a small. Let me see.
That one you should have no problem.
Oh yeah. This one's easier. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a little smaller, I think.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's actually a little taller. Maybe because of the case. I don't know.
Hey Will, do you know where your buds are? Your
Yeah, I do. I do.
You didn't.
I do.
Did you set it up?
No.
Come on, man. Come on.
Listen, it doesn't even really matter, Mike. I already told you. If they're in the case, right, you can't track them.
Wait a minute. What do we say? Go get one of those cases you put in and go get the air tag.
And then get a case, and then I'll be good to go.
Now what those earbuds going to be paired to? Which phone?
They're on the iPhone. Yeah, they're on the iPhone because I lost my AirPods.
You got it. Yeah. Well, don't lose it. What was it yesterday? Less than an hour before going to work, you're in a mad. They're in
I'm telling you, it's a long night without new earbuds. It's a long night.
So, listen. Anything else you want to? I'm going to wrap this up. It's getting close to my bedtime.
You got work, right?
Yeah.
That's it. I'll probably hop on tomorrow too with George and Ted.
Yeah, there's a good chance. Like I said, I might hop on later on, maybe the later hour. So don't tell George. I want to surprise him. So Ted, if you're there, don't say anything.
Say nothing to George.
We're just going to show up, okay?
Yeah, Ted, don't say nothing.
So, I don't. Thanks for everybody stopping by. Juan, if you're still there, thank you for coming by. I really appreciate it. I appreciate everybody coming here. Jay, I saw Ted, Reds, thank you. Brian, as always, you were like lightning quick hopping in the room. Tech for your needs. Who else was here? I feel like I'm forgetting. That was it for a while there. Tech Musu.
It was a surprise. So.
Yeah. So. You'll see me around, mostly on the Twitters,
I'm trying to bring them back to life.
Well, but wait a minute now. Will's going to go away. He'll be back in about 8 months, right? and we'll do this again probably in 8 months. You know what I mean? But hopefully him and I will get together and do more food, burgers, or whatever. You know me. Everything wraps around food. So
yeah, what did I get yesterday? I had ribs.
You had ribs. Yeah. So yeah. I want to. I do want to say this in my saltiness, in all what's going on. The one thing that my one positive takeaway is the people I've met physically. And I'm pointing to Will, or how do you say this? Internet. Yeah, I met George. I met you, George.
You met OTech Time too.
I met OTech Time. Yeah, but then there's Leo, Android Stud, Rob Pouncey,
Leo, Rob,
Alan, Tech Gentleman, Bobby. Was
Ryan,
it BG? Forbes. I met a lot of people. I met a lot of people. Opened my eyes to different ways of just being a good person. Well, I'm a good person anyway, but finding other good people to sit and break bread over a subject. I was a car guy for many years, and I definitely have been pulling a lot of going. I used to do this in the automotive business. I used to play with cars and go. I didn't go racing. I worked at a racetrack, but my takeaway is there was always the Ford Chevy thing, so now we have the Apple Samsung thing, and I guess that's just the way it's going to be. But as a whole, I've been blessed to meet people and to do this sort of thing, but I just I'll keep the channel open. I'll keep it up. Maybe when Will might take another 2 weeks off someday. Maybe we'll do this again.
Don't push it.
Let me tell you, man, you got a lot of time saved up.
Mike, how long have you known me? I think this is the first time I've ever taken a long vacation. Like
No,
that.
man. I know. So, and I want to say thank you, Will. Thank you for being my friend. I really
No
appreciate it.
problem.
It's been
It's
interesting.
pretty hard to get along with you sometimes.
You know what? What's this again?
I said it's pretty hard to get along with you sometimes. You get on my nerves.
Oh, yes. I succeeded. Yes.
Me
But-
me and Pat talk about you.
Hey, she's got the other number. She's got that number. You're going to get a strange phone call. And it's going to be her. She's going to yeah. She's always rooting for Android, by the way. So every time you're going back Android, it really brings a smile to her.
Don't get her hopes up.
Yeah, I have to share this. Will we met? Where did we meet?
Applebee's.
No, Google Plus when we first
Google
started
Plus.
talking.
Yeah.
Back
Google
in the
Plus.
day, right?
Yeah, Google Plus.
So I'm going to sign off here. I babbled enough.
Plus.
Again, thank you for everybody who's come here. Thank you if you catch the replay. Whoever might have catch the replay, thank you for being my friend. Thank you for all this, and I'll see you around. Hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow night. Good night. Say goodbye, Will.
Goodbye, Will.